Upper90studios.com.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. There was a huge storm where I live. We've been in a drought for months and suddenly way too much rain came down all at once. Felt like a small tornado, and the warning on my phone, it was too late. Everything's okay, but the power went out and I lost a little bit of time, but I still got this video out. I really feel like I'm getting into a rhythm with the weekly videos with you guys. So let's get to the good stuff because I took a huge hit last week. 51 points game week 3 with a negative 12 hit, and I benched Pereira. It could have been 58 points. I'll start with the results, then I'll explain the reasoning behind my decisions. New starters are in blue. Sanchez 8 points, Martinelli 6, Gundogan 8. That's 22 points, minus the 12 hit is 10 points. The players I would have started: Ward 1, Saka 3, Neto 2. That's 6 points. The new starters outscored the old ones even after the hit, but that doesn't mean we should be taking negative 12 hits every single week, especially on a Monday like I did. There are midweek games this week, so I have to be more careful. I should be more careful because I did something. Again, how do I make multiple changes to my team without using the wild card? What about price changes? Some of these price changes already happened. Some I'm predicting will happen between game week 3 and game week 4. Sanchez is due to rise any day. Martinelli already went up 0.3 since I brought him in. Gundogan went up 0.1. Da Silva, no change. I used him to free up funds for other transfers. Everson is dropping any day. That's negative 0.1. Saka dropped 0.1 and he's falling at a fast rate. Neto dropped 0.1 and he's already above the threshold for a second drop. Bailey also fell 0.1 and he could drop again before game week 4. This is a 1.1 million swing in team value. It's not 0.1 million or 0.2 million. It's a significant early boost in team value that could help me strengthen the bench using the bench boost chip later in the season. Or I could bring in an extra premium player others might not be able to afford. That doesn't mean premium players outscore budget players. I just like to have that option. It's the way I enjoy playing the game. There's no right or wrong strategy. Let's talk about the players with a Game Week 3 review. Top to bottom, starting with the goalkeeper. Robert Sanchez, 8 points. Only 5 teams conceded fewer goals than Brighton last season. I'm happy to take a chance on Sanchez, who's pushing the top scoring goalkeepers without a penalty save to pad his stats. The defenders, well, that speaks for itself. Liverpool are dealing with injuries to key players that keep possession, and they take the pressure off the defenders. Chelsea invested in so many defenders, but attack is the best form of defense. Chelsea's top league scorers in the last 2 seasons are Mason Mount with 10 goals, Jorginho 7 penalties. Most recent Chelsea player to win the Golden Boot is Didier Drogba, 29 league goals back in 2009. Last week it was Kaká and Rui Costa. This week, Drogba. Maybe I am stuck in the past. Nico Williams, 1 point, seconds away from a clean sheet. He should have scored in the 75th minute with a rocket from outside the box that was just wide. He picked up an early booking, which maybe that played in his mind a little bit. It was Nico Williams who kept Demarai Gray onside for that dagger in my heart in the 90th minute. I benched Pereira, 8 points. Of course, I wish I started him, and it's easier now looking back, but I always think of bench points as a positive. He's in my team already, and that's what he's there for. I'm sorry to those who chose Nico Williams over Pereira based on my decision. Martinelli, 6 points. Jesus, 4 points. They were excellent yet again, and maybe deserve more than their points indicate. I actually won more Arsenal players. Now check out the captaincy stats for Game Week 3, comparing the overall numbers versus the Elite 64 league. 9.5 million managers in the game were pretty evenly split between Salah, Haaland, and Jesus. But not in the Elite 64 league. 92% of the experts captained Salah, just 3 managers picked Haaland, 1 for Jesus. We have to be selective to find the right moment to take a chance against them. By agreeing on the captain decision with other experts and hundreds of thousands in the community, they can then check that off as one less decision to make, while the rest of us think of ways to be less boring and somehow gain an edge. And hint, it's not really working. And that's why I chose Gundogan, 8 points. Just 2% ownership overall, and he was picked by 0 managers in the Elite 64 league. Gundogan has a habit of arriving in the box with every attack. That's exactly what I look for in his position. Low ownership, his attacking stats are flying under the radar. No price rise until after I bring him in. What's the plan for Game Week 4? I'm using the same concept as Gundogan, but with Jack Harrison. 3% ownership overall, ignored by the experts. These stats are from DraftKings. I made an entry with mostly Leeds players, and it came in first. Instead of going with the more popular Rodrigo, whose price has already risen, he's an excellent pick by the way, I'm betting on a different player with potential to score points and increase my team value. Jack Harrison and Leeds had a difficult last season, but 2 years ago he was the 6th highest scoring midfielder in FPL. And look who's right below him. Transfers out Robertson, De Silva. Transfers in Zinchenko, Harrison. Robertson has a good fixture game week 4, but I'm wondering if Klopp is going to bring in Tsimikas, who's been subbing in for Robertson. He's done pretty well. Zinchenko has less than 10% ownership with the experts, and he provides cover for Ramsdale. Harrison, 0% ownership. Gundogan, 0%. I'm considering form, price changes, all types of ownership stats, and flexibility. Let me show you. If I get Perisic with Harrison, and I want Maddison, I'm 0.1 million short. With Zinchenko, Maddison can rise 0.1. Zinchenko with Rodrigo also prices me out of Maddison. Here's my team before transfers. I want to tweak these two positions with Zinchenko and Harrison. Now, here's my Game Week 4 team. Switch in formation from 5 at the back to 4-4-2. Quick note on Perisic. I understand he was limping after the match, so it's better to wait and get an update. Ivan Toney, he can't stop scoring. Maddison has been hot since the end of last season. And, of course, the fixtures. This is a sneak peek of the fixture difficulty cheat sheet. The team strength algorithm is looking strong. All that's left is to make it look nice with the pretty colors. Check out the teams column on the left. Brighton is in the top 10. West Ham still up there despite the bad start. Sometimes a small pool of data isn't always a good indicator of future performances. Next week, I'm adding a sign-up box on the website so you can get the cheat sheet for free. Current subscribers get every single update automatically, including this one. Thank you for all the likes, subscribes, all your positive comments, and I wish you big green arrows Game Week 4. So that's going to be a wrap for today. Stay tuned for my next video. If you like my music, all my songs are free on the website. See the link in the description. U90 Mini League. Good at FPL? Join U90 Mini League for a chance to win. Be sure to follow at Upper 90 Studios on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, where you get an inside scoop before YouTube. And if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe and turn on your post notifications, because this season is going to be epic. Don't forget to subscribe to our email list and get your free fixture difficulty cheat sheet. Click the fantasy tab at upper90studios.com. Thanks for watching. See you soon.